Hello, and I just got done watching the Royal Rumble of 2015, and this is kind of my little synopsis slash review of it. So, if you haven't seen it, spoiler heavy, because I'm going to go over every single match that happened, including the pre-show. Which, regarding the pre-show, all right, I recall once upon a time, Vince and Stone Cold Steve Austin had an interview, a one-on-one session where Vince says Cesaro did not have the it factor. Yet in the pre-show, when it was Cesaro and Tyson Kidd versus the New Day, guess who got booed? And guess who got cheered? And guess who got cheered once the match was over? Oh, it was Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. Vince, you're fucking wrong. Whatever Cesaro has, whatever Tyson Kidd has, fans love it. Whatever this New Day is supposed to be, they're not about it. And honestly, I fucking love Biggie Langston. I like him a lot. I like Kofi Kingston. He had a big build up in 2009 until Randy Orton fucking buried him. They both have a lot going for them. And Xavier Woods, he's good on the mic. But this is not how you build these guys. You just throw them into this stereotypical fucking black stable and think it's going to work. It fucking doesn't. And you wonder why. Because you're out of touch. Simple as fucking that. Now, as for the match between the two of them, it was okay. I didn't like the fact that there was a quote unquote commercial in between the two. Well, in between the two segments of the match. It was two segments altogether. In the end, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd won the match, which I think they should have. Because the New Day doesn't do shit for anybody because they got booed the fuck out of the stadium. Excuse me. They got booed out of the stadium, like left and right. Once Tyson Kidd and Cesaro started building momentum, the crowd was on fire. They were like, yes, 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 let them win. And once like New Day built momentum, they were like, whatever. So keep that in mind, Vince. New Day, they're not working. They're not working for me, and I'm a very lenient guy when it comes to the gimmicks you build, and even the New Day isn't doing shit for me. So you need to rethink them. Make them heel. If you make them heel, it could work. Otherwise, I don't see too bright a future for any of them. Just saying. All right, on to the big main card, and that is you had the New Age Outlaws, aka Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, versus the Ascension, which is a new tag team that just came out of NXT. And they've gotten a lot of shit, and rightfully so, because WWE is using cheap heat to build them up. And what I mean by cheap heat, throwing insults at LOD, aka the deceased animal. For those that are LOD fans, you know who Animal is, obviously. I'm not going to go into that aspect. And, of course, insults towards Demolition and other great tag teams, and they're saying that they're the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be. So basically, they're taking a jab at Bret Hart while they're taking jabs at all these tag teams, and that was a shit move by WWE. A shit move. And I don't feel bad, and at the same time, I kind of do feel bad for Connor and Victor in regards to the whole build up to them, because when the heel commentator is burying you, there is something wrong with this shit. There is something wrong. I don't care if you're talented or not, there is something wrong with this shit. Something fucking wrong. When JBL, the heel commentator, is burying you, there's a problem. There's a fucking problem. And if Vince doesn't recognize it, then he's fucking out of touch and he's a senile old cunt that needs to get out of power. I know it's wrestling. I know it's kayfabe. Yeah, see how I intertwine those words? It's kayfabe. It's whatever. Here's the thing, Vince. These guys, they got a job to do. They got a career that they're trying to make, and you're burying them. This shit needs to stop. You're old. You're out of touch. You need to get out of the fucking job. Okay? You had your fun. You've had your stints. John Cena's had his run and all that jazz. Get out. Why are you ruining the lives of people? Okay? Why do you insist on burying people that you're trying to get over? Oh, it's because they came from NXT, aka where Triple H is training these guys. Is that your problem? Fucking grow up, you old ass fucking idiot. Grow the fuck up. If the Ascension doesn't have the talent, if they don't have the means to make it as a tag team, well, then let them have their run, do their thing, and once they've kind of overstayed their welcome, revert them back to NXT, have them do something different, and work from there. These guys aren't completely useless. They have talent. There is something there they can use. Don't fucking bury them in front of the fans. And it's not that they're building heat as heels. It's to the point where it's like fans are ignoring them. Fans don't give a shit about them. And that's a problem. That's a big fucking problem. If Vince intends for this company to carry on, he needs to build future stars. He can't keep relying on John Cena to save his ass every single fucking day. The fucking fact of the matter. Now, in regards to the match of the New Age Outlaws versus the Ascension, was the match okay? It was okay. That was it. It was okay. It didn't do shit for me, in all honesty. It was a mediocre match. Did the right person win? Yes. The Ascension needed this win in order to build up some kind of legitimacy. They needed this win, and they got this win, and I'm happy for them. And I therefore say that the right decision was made, despite the fact that this match was mediocre at best. Vince, whatever your fucking problem is, adjust it. Because your stockholders, yeah, your stockholders, people you're trying to pander to, even they're seeing losses. You need to change something, and you need to change it fucking quick. Next, we have Damien Sandow and the Miz versus the Usos for the tag team titles for the 607,400 billionth time. Because we haven't seen this shit before. The match was okay. It was okay. It gets a pass from me with no major complaints other than the fact that I've seen it before and I'll probably see it again, but at least the right person won for the wrong reasons. The Usos should have won, but this should have been the moment where Damien Sandow turns on The Miz, or The Miz gives Damien Sandow the reason to turn on him. These two, alright, they're a good tag team. They've worked. The fans are completely and utterly behind Damien Sandow. You saw it in the Royal Rumble, for fuck's sake. I'll get into that in a moment. Why are these two still together? In fact, when they first won the tag team titles and lost them, that's the moment that you should have used to build up a rivalry between Damien Sandow and The Miz. Because it's been teased over and 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 over again that Damien Sandow is frustrated with The Miz. The Usos won this match. I'm glad they won, because if these two had won again, I would have realized that, oh fuck, we gotta go all over this shit again. The Miz is the single guy holding the fucking titles because Damien Sandow needs to copy everything he does. Look, just break them up for fuck's sake. You got the Ascension, you've got a heel tag team, let them do their thing, break up the Miz and Damien Sandow, let them two have a rivalry, and build up Damien Sandow to be some kind of a mid-card guy, and maybe overcome Wade Barrett, who was, in my opinion, supposed to be a fucking face, but for whatever reason, a week later you turned him heel again. So basically, he's the same old shit that he was before he was injured. Fuck's sake, WWE. Do you know what the fuck you're doing? Oh, that's right. Vince is running the show, and Kevin Dunn. Yeah. The senile, out of touch cunts are still running the show. I completely forgot about that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and then we have a Rollins promo with the security, whatever. What was it? Joey Mercury's playing the WWE Immortals game. He's playing as Roman Reigns. And he's kicking the shit out of, I guess, Seth Rollins. I don't care. I wasn't paying attention to shit with this. I was getting a fucking refresher over there, a drink, mixing my gin and my ginger ale, and being like, whatever, Seth Rollins, whatever. Here's the thing about Seth Rollins. He's a good heel. Surprisingly, he's a good heel. He makes a better face, but he is surprisingly a good heel. However, he should still be a face. And the way you've been building him as a heel, it's not fucking working because he's a chicken shit heel, despite the fact that people are still behind him, which I found kind of impressive. I'm like, wow, people are still behind this guy? I'm actually impressed. I am actually impressed. However, the way you've been building him, he's supposed to be your top heel. You're doing a shitty job of that. Anyways, moving on. Before I get into the next match, I have to ask, what the fuck happened to Mark Henry? What the fuck's Mark Henry? He just up and vanished. Anyways, next match we had was Natalya and Paige versus Silicone Bella and Brie Bella. I'm sure you caught that joke. Overall, this match was actually pretty good. I will admit, I haven't been the biggest fan of the Bella Twins, but they had a few good tag teams, including that like leg drop thing they did in the corner against Natalya. If the whole buildup was to set up a Nikki Bella versus Paige for the WWE or for the Divas title at WrestleMania, they're doing a good job. All right, so in the end, it was an overall okay match. It was mainly the Bellas kind of showing off their tag team skills against Natalya. Paige didn't really have a whole lot to do with this match. She was just kind of there cheering on Natalya. She got what did Brie do? Brie did something, and basically her fucking head hit the side of the ring, and she fell out. And it was like, well, what's going on, guys? Hey, oh shit, we lost, did we? Well, that sucks. But anyways, if the build-up is to make Paige a sympathetic face versus Nikki Bella a completely and utterly antagonistic heel, you're doing a good job, WWE. Otherwise, this match was, it was okay. So the first hour of this pay-per-view, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't anything great. It wasn't anything shitty. It was okay. I'm sure you'll get different opinions from Bruce Blitz, from OTRS Central, and other outlets. But for me, the overall first hour wasn't bad. It was okay. It was okay. It was average. It wasn't anything I'm gonna write home about. It wasn't anything I'm gonna complain and bitch and whine and complain about. However, I do have some things to say in regards to the outcomes of the match. Matches, I should say. Alright, so in regards to the New Day, fans are buying it. I'm not buying it. Nobody's fucking buying it. You need to turn them heel. In order for them to work, they need to be turned heel. I get that Kofi Kingston works better as a face, but the New Day is not doing anything for anyone. Nobody gives a shit about them. Nobody. In fact, when they were wrestling, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro and Tyson Kidd were getting all the cheers. The New Day was getting booed out of the fucking stadium. It was ridiculous. So you really need to change your fucking gears on them. As for the Usos and Mizdow, or Miz and the Mizdow, whatever. You know what I fucking mean. Fucking Damian Sandow should have turned on Miz the moment they lost the tag titles the first time. At this point, it's just fucking stupid. The gimmick has overstayed its welcome. I fucking love Damian Sandow. I do like the Miz, and I do like the Usos, but this gimmick has overstayed its welcome. You need to turn Damian Sandow fucking face, which he already fucking is anyways, but you need to turn him against the Miz. Have those two have a little rivalry before WrestleMania, and have at it. Maybe have Damian Sandow and the Miz have a one-on-one contest to the point where it's like, all right, they're in the well, they don't do Money in the Bank at WrestleMania anymore, but I was thinking in theory, those two were like, they're at the top of the ladder and they're competing for the number one spot in Money in the Bank, but Money in the Bank is whenever the fuck Money in the Bank is. I don't know anymore. But you need to build up a rivalry between those two. You really do. Because at this point, nobody gives a shit about them as a tag team. They're all booing The Miz, and they're cheering Damian Sandow. And as for the Bellas, I gotta admit, they actually did really good this time. They did pretty good. Bruce Bliss is gonna have his opinion. OTRS, aka Schleg Day, is gonna have his opinion, but I was as entertained as I possibly could be in this match between the Bella Twins and Natalya and Paige. At least I got to go on for more than 5 minutes. I didn't get the exact time slot. You'll probably get that from Bruce Blitz. But I think this match was as good as it could have been for what it was. There was no build up. And that was the biggest problem with all these matches. There was no real build up to any of them. But at the end of the day, I think the performers always outdo the writers. The performers did the best they could with what they were given, and I applaud them for it. So, thanks for keeping me tuned into the WWE Network for another month or so. With that being said, let's get on to the main event, shall we? Okay, so off the bat, and this was early on in the pay-per-view when they were advertising the whole Cena versus Rollins versus Lesnar for the title. They were saying Cena was the underdog. Cena is the underdog against Lesnar and Rollins. Cena is the underdog against Lesnar and Rollins. You get what I'm going at? Rollins is the underdog in this fucking match. I know he has Joey Mercury and the fuck is his name? You have Joey Mercury and that one guy who starts with a J. I know it's J and J. I can't remember this fucker's name. That's probably because he's irrelevant and doesn't fucking matter. But either way, the security accompanies him to ring. I'm probably gonna remember it at the end of the night, and I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, that was his fucking name." Well, shit, can't believe I can't remember that. I remember he was with a chick named Jackie. I remember that. Jamie Noble. Boom, I remembered it. All right, so you have Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble. Boom. J&J Security. They accompany Seth Rollins to the ring, and what factor they play? Well, they actually play a legitimate factor, and to the point where I'm like, I kind of like the fact that they're there because that means, I know that means Cena can't fucking lose cleanly, but still, that means Cena can't fucking win in general. However, the build-up and the execution of the main event was fucking gold. That was a great match. Holy shit. Even with Cena's stiffness, that was a great match. All around, great fucking match. I was impressed. And the outcome just made it like fucking better. The outcome was the cherry on top of the cake. This match was good. Say what you will about Cena. Say what you will about Rollins, about Lesnar, about whoever. This match was good. Okay, this match was fucking great. It was great. It was good. It did me the service of being the title event, the title main event. It wasn't, as good as the Royal Rumble. Well, actually, the Royal Rumble. Oh, shit, that cracks me up. Oh, shit. I can't wait to get into the Royal Rumble. Oh, Philadelphia, you crack me up. And for all the right reasons, you crack me up. Oh. Alright, so I don't mean to take away from the main event, but... Shit. Alright, I'll admit, I've been drinking, but at the same time, it was amusing once, I'm sure you can figure out that a certain individual was eliminated to the point where everybody was booing every entrant and every elimination. This was comedy fucking gold. If WWE is looking to be comedy of the year for 2015, they fucking scored a good fucking shot at it. Damn. Oh, were the fans pissed at that decision? So, alright, so, at the end of the day, Brock Lesnar managed to capitalize on a pretty good solid John Cena, Seth Rollins one-on-one. Well, he was kind of laying out. Rollins had put him through the Spanish announce table, and Lesnar was out for a good chunk of the match, or roughly the last third of the match, I would say. Yeah, the last third of the match. And Cena and Rollins kind of went back and forth. It was a good back and forth. I'll admit, it was good back and forth. Yeah, Cena did his kind of stiff movements and no-sold a lot of moves, but at the end of the day, Cena he pulled through for this one. He did all right. And as I said, and I'm sure if you've seen Bruce Bliss's reviews, if you've seen OTRS Central's reviews, if you've seen my post on Facebook, you'll know that I was like, Rollins is going to eat a pin from somebody. Whether it be Lesnar or Cena, he's going to eat the pin. Lo and be fucking hold, he eats the pin from Lesnar. Thankfully it was Lesnar. But he ate the pin from Lesnar. And the crowd was like, Oh my God! Yes! Now, admittedly, when Cena first walked out with his intro music playing, the whatever, they booed the shit out. I was like, holy shit, Philadelphia is legitimately against Cena. I might like this crowd. I might be into this crowd. And then about halfway into the match, I hear the whole Cena sucks, let's go Cena. Cena sucks, let's go Cena. I was like, oh fuck, they're bandwagoning. Fuck! But at least they cheered Brock Lesnar. At least they did that. I'll choose to ignore this discrepancy in the whole bandwagoning Philadelphia ECW fans. The guys that said die Cena die, about I don't know, about 7 years ago. Yeah, did you forget that? You jackalopes. Anyways, the main event, the title main event, pretty good. Good thing Lesnar won. Lesnar! Brock Lesnar! Fucking owned everybody. And I was happy to see that. As for the Rumble match itself, oh shit, this was a doozy. Oh, excuse me while I consult my phone. Let's see, what entry? Nope, wrong way. What entry was Daniel Bryan? He was number 10. And what entry was he eliminated? Number 12. Oh, Vince, you. Well, at least according to that, it was number 12. It could be number 13, but even still. I didn't think Daniel Bryan was going to win. I thought he was going to be at least in the maybe last 5 guys remaining, but he got outed by fucking Bray Wyatt. Admittedly, we had not a debut, but an appearance from Bubba Ray Dudley, the Boogeyman, who appeared against Bray Wyatt, and that didn't amount to a shit. Excuse me. And then we also had an appearance from DDP. Is that all for Legends appearances? Because one there were more. Let's see, we had The Miz and R-Truth. They didn't last fucking long. Admittedly, Bubba Ray and R-Truth had a little fun time. Luke Harper, he didn't last long. Bray Wyatt, I think, had the most eliminations in this. Curtis Axel didn't fucking last for shit. Boogeyman, mentioned Sin Cara, didn't last for shit. Zack Ryder didn't last for shit. Daniel Bryan got eliminated number 12. Fandango didn't last for shit. Tyson Kidd didn't last for shit. Stardust for shit. DDP lasted a little while. Rusev eliminated 6 guys, although I think that number was higher. Goldust out. Kofi Kingston out. Adam Rhodes out. Roman Reigns, we'll get into that later. Big E out. Damian Mizdow out. Jack Swagger out. Ryback out. Kane out. Dean Ambrose, he eliminated, I think, like 2 guys. Titus O'Neil, why the fuck was Titus O'Neil in this shit? Wade Barrett didn't do shit. Cesaro didn't do shit, sadly. Big Show didn't do shit. Ziggler didn't do shit. A lot of these guys didn't do fucking shit, is what I'm going to say. They didn't do shit. So this Royal Rumble match was shit. Despite the fact that Bubba Ray made an appearance, I applaud that. DDP, applaud that. The Boogeyman, surprising, I applaud that. However, halfway into this match, I was like, fucking hell, Roman Reigns is going to win. As soon as Daniel Bryan was out, I'm like, Roman Reigns is going to fucking win this shit, and everybody's going to fucking riot. Lo and behold, even when The Rock popped out and saved Roman Reigns this match, and apparently honestly, I didn't even realize that Rusev wasn't eliminated. That's how much I cared at this point. Alright, so The Rock comes out, eliminates, or helps Roman Reigns eliminate Kane in the Big Show, or whatever the fuck happened. Either way, Reigns got booed out of the stadium. Everybody that appeared as soon as Daniel Bryan was eliminated, everybody thereafter got booed. Just booed, booed, booed. Nobody gave a shit. Here's the thing, WWE, you want to build Roman Reigns to be the top guy. And I'm going off the script here from what I have on my phone here. You want Roman Reigns to be the top guy, you don't fucking force it. You're fucking forcing it. That's the problem. That's why people are booing him, because you're forcing it. I want Roman Reigns to succeed. I really do. But he's not going to succeed if you fucking force it down everybody's throats. He's going to be John Cena 2.0. In fact, he's going to be worse than John Cena 2.0 because they're already fucking booing him. Did you not realize this when you booked this shit? I mean, I knew. I saw it a fucking mile away coming. I knew it was either going to be you're either going to do the right thing and have Daniel Bryan win, or you're going to do the completely wrong thing and have Roman Reigns win. I knew it was one of the two. At the very least, you could have settled in the middle and have Dean Ambrose win. Because Dean Ambrose, he's over with the crowd. If he had won, people would have been okay with that. And you would have had a next top guy, at least for another year. Let Roman Reigns kind of, build himself up over the course of 2015 instead of forcing him into the main event spot off the get-go. But no, you force your agenda anyways. It's gonna fucking backfire so hard on you. It's basically the same exact fucking thing that happened last year with Batista. It's the same fucking thing, but you don't fucking get it. You should have let Daniel Bryan win. You should have let Dean Ambrose win. You should have let Bray Wyatt win. Any of those three would have fucking worked with fans, especially with how long Bray Wyatt lasted. You fucked this whole fucking thing up. Admittedly, you did right with Brock Lesnar winning the title match. You did that right. But nobody wants to see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. That's two baby faces going at it. And if you intend to give the title away at Fastlane, if you intend to give, I don't know, Seth Rollins the title at Fastlane, whew, good luck selling the main event at WrestleMania. Good luck selling that main event. If it's Roman Reigns versus John Cena, oh, that's going to be painful to watch. It's going to be painful. That's going to be who botches the fucking worst. If it's Rollins versus Reigns, nobody wants to see that yet. That's something you build up for later on down the line. And if it's Reigns versus Lesnar, it's two baby faces going at it. You rarely see that shit. And you made fucking Brock Lesnar into a babyface. You fucking sold him as a babyface in this pay-per-view. You should have left Brock Lesnar to be a heel. You should have made Lesnar a heel. Left him as a heel. Let Bryan or Ambrose win the Royal Rumble. Or in this case, you could have Ambrose win the Royal Rumble. Maybe lose it to Daniel Bryan later on down the line. Have Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar. And have some kind of interference. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, forcing Reigns into the main event spot was a poor decision. Should Daniel Bryan have won the Royal Rumble? I don't know. Fans wanted it. They really fucking wanted it. You could tell. As soon as Bryan was eliminated, they booed every single entrant afterwards. Pay attention, WWE. Your fans want something. Your fans clearly want Daniel Bryan on top, and he technically never lost the goddamn title in the first place. You force him to surrender it. And who took over afterwards? John Cena did. But as soon as John Cena lost it to Brock Lesnar, who disappeared for 3 months? Brock fucking Lesnar. And you said Daniel Bryan couldn't defend it for however long. And that's where people are like, something's not adding up here. And you know what's not adding up? Daniel fucking Bryan never got his fucking rematch clause. If you want to keep consistency, fucking maintain consistency. That way people will take you seriously. Daniel Bryan still technically is owed a rematch for the title. But you don't fucking seem to get that. And if he gets to the Fastlane and loses it, then people are going to boo the shit out of the arena. You don't want that. Unless you're trying to make Brock Lesnar a heel again. Which, I mean, if you make him a heel for Fastlane and then have him lose the title at WrestleMania where he's probably going to leave and go back to UFC, it doesn't fucking matter in the first place. You fucked this whole fucking thing up. You really did. You had it half right and then you fucked it up in the end. Reigns should not have won the Royal Rumble. At all. He had no place to win it. Fans were not behind him. Nobody's fucking behind him and you're forcing him down our throats and nobody wants him forced down their throats. You're just fucking it up for us. I'm not defending your fucking fans. I'm defending Roman Reigns. You're screwing it up for him. He's gonna look so fucking shitty to fans. Nobody wanted him to win, and the fucking boo should have been an indication of that. You should have let Daniel Bryan win. Or Dean Ambrose. But no, you had to be persistent. Like you were in 2014, where you had Batista win, and fans booed the fuck out of him. You think you would have learned your lesson, but you fucking didn't. You fucking didn't. You didn't learn your lesson. You're probably going to call an audible again this year. But you can't do it like you did last year. You can't. It's as simple as that. You cannot do it like you did last year. Otherwise, it's going to be the same old bullshit. So with that being said, folks, what did you think of the Royal Rumble? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were some parts of it good? Were some parts of it bad? Let me know what you think with a comment down below with this video. I apologize if I got on for longer than I have, but I have a lot of thoughts to share in regards to this. I'm only going to do videos with wrestling when it comes to top 4, aka Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. Although if a pay-per-view comes up where it's like, oh wow, shenanigans really ensued there, then I'll probably bring it up. But otherwise, you know that wrestling isn't my main type of focus. It's mainly video games and gameplay. But that being said, stay tuned for uploads in the future. I already have about 6 or 7 Let's Plays ready to go. So with that being said, folks, I've been Luke of Light. This has been the Royal Rumble of 2015. Let me know what you think down below. Who do you think should have won the Royal Rumble? Should have been Roman Reigns? Should have been Daniel Bryan? Should have been Dean Ambrose? Should have been somebody else entirely? Let me know in a comment down below. Have a good Sunday night, ladies and gents, and a belated Happy New Year.